Report.ca. I'm terribly embarrassed to say this, but I ran out of paper today on our laser printer, realizing that everyone's already gone home. I'm recording this around 8 o'clock at night. I had to go down one floor, and I had to ask if they had any paper for me to print this stuff out on. So look what I've got there. Remember this stuff from grade 6? Lined paper. Let's talk about this, okay? You guys all wanted me to back up what I'm saying about the fact that Iqra Khalid is lying to you in reference to M103 and that there is no such thing as Islamophobia in this country. All right. I'm going to put what's on my sheet of paper right here is on the screen for you right now. Let's cover this. Hate crimes in Canada by attack type. All right. Listen to the description that Global Television has added to this statistic. And I'll say it in the way that it sounds. Hate crimes in 2014 were predominantly mischief, with assault and uttering threats a close second and third. I sound like Iqra Khalid, don't I? Well, look at the chart. Once again, there it is. It's 523 mischief hate crimes. So what would that be? Egg on a house, toilet paper wrapped around a tree, maybe wrapping a car up in cellophane and spraying it with water in the middle of winter so you can't open the doors. That might just be something like taking newspaper and laying it flat on a windshield, pouring beer on it, and then slapping it down with a rubber glove on your hand. So that way you have to get a paint scraper to scrape off the newspaper from your windshield. It might be just that stuff. Maybe a cut phone line, a broken window, a little bit of spray paint somewhere saying go home. So it's 523 hate crimes, mischief hate crimes, which involves what I just described to you. Then we have assault level 1. Look at that, 131. So we have 5 times the amount of mischief hate crimes in Canada in 2014 than we do assault level 1s, okay? And the Global says that uttering threats and assault are a close second and third. No, 5 times something is not close, not even close. We have assault level 1, 131. We have uttering threats, 127. And then mischief to religious property. So once again, the mischief stuff is not your house. It's the church you go to. And the odds are really good. Out of all of that 89, I would say 80 of them were synagogues, because synagogues are always being plastered by everything under the sun. And then you work your way down: criminal harassment, other criminal code, assault level 2, public incitement of hatred, other non-violent violations. I don't know, maybe that's taking a leak on someone's front porch. And then we have other violent violations, which might be taking a leak on someone's front porch into a dog bowl and then throwing the dog bowl of urine on them. That might be it. Threatening and harassing phone calls, 21 of that. Total robbery, 9. 9 hate. I don't even know what they're meaning by this, but there were 9 robberies that were considered hate crimes in 2014 in Canada. So a homicide and other related violations, 2. All right, so if you look at the numbers, all right, forget the graphic on the screen. All right, look at the numbers there. All right, 1,170 hate crimes out of that population right there. That's a pretty big number, don't you think? So I'll recap that, or just restate that. 1,170 hate crimes out of 36,443,632 people. I don't really see anything here to be concerned about. That is such a small percentage that the comparison, and the only truly accurate comparison that I could give you, would be take a pubic hair, lie it down on its side, and now compare the height of the sideways pubic hair to the height of the CN Tower. All right? And on that pubic hair that I just talked about, there is absolutely no crabs or lice, okay? You're not counting the height of the bug on top of the hair. It's just the hair, sideways, CN Tower. That's how insignificant those crimes are. But somehow it's become something that Iqra Khalid has to talk about and write a special law for. Now, let's move on to a comparison between 2012 and 2014. All right, I'm again going to flash the chart up when I need to. So race and ethnicity in 2012, there were 704, again, out of 36 million people. And in 2014, there was 611. It went down. It went down. It went down. It went down. Hate crimes based on religion in 2012 was 419, but 429 in 2014. So in 2 years, it went up by 10. If you're black, in 2012, it was 295. And if you're black in 2014, it was 213. It went down. Okay. Jewish, 242 in 2012. Jewish, 213 in 2014. The Jews went down. Okay. So we got sexual orientation, 185 in 2012. And sexual orientation was 30 less, 155 in 2014. Homosexual being lesbian and gay, possibly bisexual and so on, 168 in 2012 and 139 in 2014. So what that means is a whole bunch of dudes, guys, went to the gay pride days that we have in Canada, got a little taste of doing something on the side with some guy, liked it, and now they no longer fag bash, okay? That's what these numbers mean, is that the gay, lesbian, GT, XYZ, all those guys, that community is more accepted in 2014 than they were in 2012. And even more so now, I am sure. All right. Let's go down to it. Now, multiple races or ethnicities. So if you're mixed race, half black, half white, half yellow, half white, it's usually, when people say mixed race, they almost always mean somebody with white. Nobody ever considers the fact that mixed race would be black and Chinese, or Laotian and Pakistani. No one ever counts that. It's always, is one of the couple white. Anyway, that was 89 in 2012, again, of a population of 36 million. 89. And in 2014, multi-race, oh my Lord, it dropped all the way down to 51. That's like almost half. Woo! All right. The one that you're all curious about, of course, would be Islam. Now, in 2012, once again, the number I'm about to throw at you is in a country of 36.5 million people. 45. 45. Now, in 2014, that number had doubled, more than doubled, to 99. Not even 100 hate crimes in Canada against Muslims in the year 2014. All right? This is all on my website. It's all going to be available for you to look at. This stuff is coming from Global Television's website. Excuse me. Long day. Oh, that's better. Who in turn took all this from Stats Canada. And if you don't believe me, just go to Stats Canada's website and look at this. You'll see that crime went down. It goes down. Actually, which way are you facing? It goes down. That's right. Down. The charts always go down on violent crime and crazy crimes. It's been getting safer and safer and safer and safer every year in Canada. So what Iqra Khalid is talking about is well beyond me and everybody else in the world. Except, of course, Muslims are going out of their way to make sure that they cry to their imams and to all of their local Muslim groups about the fact that they are experiencing hate crimes every day. But even then, these groups, these imams, these mosques are only able to collect between 1 and 4 of these complaints a day. So let's assume it's 20 complaints of hate crimes a week. What do you think those crimes are? Do you honestly think that it's beheadings or shootings or stabbings or body slams or perhaps the deliberate crashing of a car through their front doors? No, that's what Muslims do. No, what I'm saying here, the hate crimes that these people are reporting are someone went, ew, when they saw a burqa. Or someone went, when they saw some guy with a beard all the way down to here and snot hanging out of his nose, and men wearing dresses. Men wearing dresses, big skirts with awful hats and long beards, and they've got a woman walking 8 paces behind them. That's going to get someone going, That's not a hate crime. That's just somebody reacting to something that's really gross. That's very anti-Canadian. That is very unacceptable and intolerant. Yeah. I am accusing all of Islam of being incredibly intolerant, but I'm also accusing everybody in Islam of being a liar in this country, especially Iqra Khalid. Stats Canada is a government-funded agency, and their numbers are showing there's no crime in Canada. That's what it's saying here. If you can't even muster up 1/100th of 1% of your entire population committing crimes, then what are you writing more laws for? I think the laws that we have right now are working just fine. Read the stats for yourself. I'm not making this up. I yanked this right off of Global Television, who in turn yanked it right off of Stats Canada. And I did confirm this with Stats Canada. The only difference was Global made the chart look a little bit more colorful, because government websites, for some reason, are always black, blue, and gray, whereas Global TV used pink, fuchsia, yellow, and aqua. Don't believe the hype. Iqra Khalid is a liar. Everybody who's talking about M103 is a liar. If you let this go through, your country's going down the toilet and the tube and the pipe and out into the lake, but it's not going to be going out as a country. It's going to be going out as a big, massive ball of garbage. And what are any of you going to do about it then? You'll cry about it and say, geez, I wish I had done something. Well, do it now. Start now. Read this stuff for yourself. Understand the fact that if you've got a country of 36.5 million people and there's only 1,170 hate crimes a year within that populace, what you got is the best country in the world to live in. Do not let Iqra Khalid and the Muslim Caliphate destroy it for you. Fight, 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 fight. Kevin J. Johnston, freedomreport.ca.